Okay, finally got it back up. First little prologue of a new channel. Gonna be flying Crusader ships. First, we're gonna do a little tutorial. Getting into the game. Second in queue. Okay, we are in queue, and I need to put the screen up. I do love the new loading screen. They make it look like a newspaper or website. All the new things that are happening in the game, they make it look like it's a fresh news cycle. Race for rare resources intensify. They need a rare mineral to help us regenerate when we're killed in the verse, so they can bring our body back. See what's happening on the web. Oh, looks like we're in. That was pretty quick. It doesn't look like they're gonna let me do the tutorial again. That's unfortunate. No matter. Let us go through the motions. Why to get out of bed? It looks like I did lose my helmet. It is indeed gone. I think I left it on the space station. Let's see. So when you think you've misplaced something, you can go down here to assets. It's loading and rather slow. Still loading. Okay, it's just the helmet, so we're not going to worry about it too much. Okay, getting out of the hab. Gotta go down to the main floor. Oh, I was really hoping to do the tutorial again. So I logged on earlier and did the tutorial, and recording didn't go great. It just asked me to do it again, and I hit yes, but it's not letting me do it again. So we're going to prepare a non-tutorial way. Gonna come over here to what we like to call Space Texas. It's a little convenience store. Buy all your refreshments, clothing, a little bit of armor, and weapons all in one spot. Ammunition. rifle, shotgun, pistol. OJ, smoothies, apples, Space Texas. Once you buy something, you can check to see where it is. You can hold F and it'll buy one. You can tap F and buy it instantly.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
Hold it down for a drink, tap it for a sip. Over to your little storage access, you can put it away. You don't have a backpack on. Mainly here to see what I've already purchased. Got food and water on the last playthrough. A little bit of ammo. We're still ready to roll. So during the first playthrough with the tutorial, I didn't veer off the main quest mission because it'll mess up the tutorial. So now I can kind of explore a little bit. All over Orison. Triple check my inventory. I want to see if I bought certain things. I did. Looks like I need accessories for my multi-tools. We're gonna go get those. Some non-armor civilian clothes. Some med pens. Things like that. We're waiting on the shuttle. Always check when the shuttle's gonna come.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Got a little bit of time.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
This shuttle's going to the industrial platform.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, the next shuttle is approaching the station. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
You have options of way to buy things. If you know where things are and you know what you need, come up and just hit F and click it. I know I need a tractor beam and an overall mining tool, but it doesn't look like they have the tractor beam out. Instead of hitting F and grabbing it right here, I'm going to go to the terminal. Accessories. Good thing about doing a tutorial is you get 60,000 credits. That really helps out, especially getting started. Where are my accessories? Consumables first. We're gonna get, let's get 3 med pins. These are emergency. One hit, you get back to full health for the most part, unless you have a serious injury. It'll max out your health, whatever that might be, after an injury. The multi-tool. We have 2 multi-tools. Always nice to have a spare, but what we want is attachment. The oxy cutter. The oxy cutter is, I won't call it useless in game, but it's got low power and it doesn't have a lot of uses right now. But what I want is an orbital mining attachment. I'm gonna get 2 of those for $3.75 a piece. Have a backup. And we're going to get 2 tractor beams. I think I own 1. We'll have 2 backup. For hauling missions, you can't do anything without a tractor beam. You cannot lift the boxes. We have a way to heal. We have a way to move things around. I'm going to hold off on buying containers. I'm going to try to use ship storage as like the game is complete. If I end up losing things because the ship gets destroyed, that's fine. We're going to treat the ship like a storage container and live off of it. I'm going to buy a little bit of clothing. Might as well buy the Crusader shirt, which costs almost as much as body armor, which still makes no sense.
Hi. Let me know if there's anything else I can help
Don't get it. Okay. There are 2 places to buy accessories like this. One is the actual Crusader surplus store. Providence surplus quality gear and workwear. And the other place, a little more industrial looking.
The next shuttle is approaching.
Covolex. For all your shipping needs in space. Same kind of setup. Most of the things are out. There's the tractor beam is already out. Already got that though. But I have a better assortment of containers and clothing and more armor. I am going to get footwear and leg. Hello, wife. Wife walks by. So on this channel, I am going to not act like this is a studio or anything. The wife works from home. We talk about politics a lot and other things. So I've decided to incorporate her into the channel somewhat. Although I am wearing earphones now. And we're going to talk about somewhere between Bernie Sanders and why we think AI should be more prevalent in the Star Citizen universe. I mean,
I would like to ask
a lot of people don't like their politics mixed with their gaming, but I feel like I don't have the privilege to like ignore politics. I enjoy politics. It sucks that politics is kind of against me right now, but some of the politics in the game are very reflective of real life. Like the current, what do they call it, the Imperator wants AI, perceived higher taxes. I think I cast in my vote for the current Imperator. Imperator? I think I'm saying that right. What am I looking for? Pants. Pants. That's what I want. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. I need all categories and leg width. Legs is armor. Like where?
All employees, please remember that any visitors to restricted areas
Like
must
where?
be cleared
If
with
I can
obs.
find it. I'd
This
probably
is
just
for
look.
you
There
and
it
your
is.
guests' safety. Thank you.
Let's get. It just seems more realistic to walk around in civilian clothes rather than armor and weapons, and you run much faster. So right now, let me find a. I need an access. Storage access. We're gonna check my goods before we leave. So right now, as far as armor goes, I just have this armor. This is more or less military style armor. In the game right now, no matter what type of armor you got, whether it's light armor, medium like this, or heavy, it all acts the same, whether it's industrial armor or combat armor like this. So what I'm going to do, as far as the game, is be as realistic as I can. When I'm doing industrial work, I'm going to go buy the blue gray cat armor, kind of like the yellow armor we were just looking at. When I'm doing mining, cargo running, I'm going to wear that. And when I decide to go do combat missions, like let's say a bunker, we will put on this armor. So I have a full set of this. The light armor, I don't play well on light armor, and I need another medium backpack. So we're gonna go buy a full set of armor at the shop we were just at. I was thinking about buying the yellow, but I'm a Crusader Citizen, so we're gonna keep the colors and buy the blue Crusader armor.
Last call for passengers.
Oops. We're going to buy. You know what? Let's buy it off the rack.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
We're gonna buy one extra undersuit.
Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Tracking the money. I'm at 106, so said you like hold F. And now the undersuit's there. Get a helmet. Make sure it's arrow helmet. I always say that wrong. Arrow helmet. Chest piece 4. All these prices have gone up considerably since launch, or since the patches were like 2 patches ago, maybe 3. Arms, leg.
Hi, welcome to the store.
Okay, and the backpack I want. I don't think either of them are wearing the right backpack. Those are small backpacks right there, and I don't really like those. But since we got it's these blue ones that are kind of like melted into the ground. We're gonna get 2 of those. Just nice to have a backup backpack.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
All right. I think we're kind of good to go. I just remembered that I think I only have the one pistol. Double check that. I do have this. I didn't get any accessories. So we need to go up to the space station and get some accessories for the weapons. So I did the tutorial, made 60,000, and while I did the tutorial, after the tutorial, there was an intro hauling mission,
The next
which
shuttle
paid
is
about
approaching the
50,000
station.
credit. And I did that, and it was just to bring 9 SCU boxes back down to the station. Did that, so that's why I have a nice bit of credit to my
The next shuttle
bank.
is approaching the station. Call for
So
passengers.
now we want to
The
go
shuttle is
to the
preparing to
spaceport.
approaching the station.
Ever Lost and Star Citizen, they have done an excellent job, especially in the main cities, by marking where to go. There's a "You Are Here" map right there.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is
There's
preparing
always a
to
time when the shuttle's going to arrive and leave. on the shuttle and in the bay itself.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing. The next shuttle is approaching the station.
When the servers are smooth, it's perfect public transportation. When it's not smooth, it's a ride on the Wonka train. That little beacon right there, when you're flying back down to Orson, that's what you want to look for. That little flashing light into the spider web.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
Crusader.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. Providing connections to all major platforms, Crusader Industries is happy to offer free and convenient transit.
Same with the elevators. When the elevators are working, when the servers are working well, the elevators are working
Have a
well.
pleasant stay.
The elevators and the tram are probably the best barometer for how well server health is, because they actually travel through space. You're not just popping up. Nothing is instanced except for the hangars. Quick side note, here's a ship rental traveler. There's a buttload more ships for rent than there used to be. Thinking about buying a ship for real money, you can rent it here. All the brands are, most of the brands are here. Not all the ships are for rent, but a lot of them are. The only downside of renting a ship is you can't upgrade it. Kind of like renting a car, you can't do anything to it.
Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
If you want to do a little hauling mission, and all you have is a starter ship, you think you can make some good money, rent a hauler. Where's it? This little starter hauler, can't beat it. You will make way more than the 30,000 that costs to rent it for a day. You've got a few hours to spend. And that's going to be my next ship I'm actually going to purchase, is the C1 Spirit. I did buy the Intrepid with real money, but I will not buy any more ships with cash. It will all be with in-game credit. And I will do my best to only fly Crusader ship. The only time I won't fly a Crusader ship is if I need to do salvage, because there's no Crusader salvage ship and there's no Crusader mining ship. And then the ground vehicles, Crusader doesn't have any ground vehicles, so I can't use that. I will use those. But to transport them, I will be on the Crusader. Why Crusader? Because Crusader Industries gives 10% of all profits to charity. And I like the way the company was founded. It's like the opposite of Hurston. Oop. It's nice to have an elevator button with your name on it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my ship.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So the Mustang Alpha was the ship that came with the account. Probably won't fly that. And the MPUV cargo ship was a referral gift for getting somebody to sign up. So that was kind of cool. But it's only good for running one SU of cargo. It has no quantum drop. So, before you pull your ship up, if you want to make any changes, if you bought any kind of component, come here to vehicles. select ship you want to go, and it'll take you to livery. That's the paint job, propulsion, don't change out anything. See, I don't have any part. My second time being on this account for the most part. Change out the weapons. This one doesn't have a real utility. But you need to do that while it's stored in a hangar. And when you're ready, pull up your ship.
Welcome to the ASOP.
It's kind of refreshing with
Vehicle
this
System.
account. I only have 3 ships, so there's no decisions to be made. I'll have 1 Crusader ship.
Your vehicle has been delivered.
You get the very industrial sound of a hangar opening up. Elevator going down to go get your ship. Kind of like a large version of the mall ships and the parking lots in Japan with all the cars are on a merry-go-round, a carousel. Also, since I've done the intro mission for hauling, let's go ahead and find another contract. There should be 1 or 2 to take me from August Dunlow Spaceport up to Seraphim Station. I want to look for direct solar or direct. Anything direct is there's 1 destination. And mind you, I only have 8 SUs of space. I can squeeze, I think, up to 12 into the ship by kind of cheating with the SUs, putting some of the cargo in the living quarters. Direct solar. Hopefully in the future they're going to put a search filter on these missions. Because right now you only have 30 or 40 to choose from. As you gain reputation and go from rookie, junior to experience, you will have 150. And there's no search criteria. Except memorizing how much each one pays. Right now I think I'm looking for this one. I want to say it's between 34,000 and 50,000. And it'll say direct. Can't remember if it says direct solar or direct planetary. I think it says direct solar. And it's going to say August to Seraphim. This is Seraphim to August, but I want August to Seraphim. Hopefully it's still available. We haven't gotten rid of it. Seraphim to August. There's a lot of Seraphim to August right now. Here we go. This is the one I want. Makes less, but I'm going up there anyway. This was 10 SCUs. I can hold 8, but I think I can squeeze 3, maybe 4 extras that we should accept. Want to track it. Ship is up. This is the freight elevator. Just like the ship, you want to send the elevator down. That's raised. All your equipment can be brought up here. Best if you want to get something separate like armor, put it in a cargo box and bring it up. But we're not doing that part right here. We're just bringing up the mission freight. Hopefully. Looks like we're in a transfer loop. So I'm gonna back out. There's a bug sometimes. Server error. That would explain that. So we've been disconnected from the server. Hopefully we don't lose the mission. It should put me right back where I am. Sometimes you keep the mission, sometimes you don't. We used to disconnect completely from the server and have to restart the game sometimes. Not go from the menu. These can last from 10 seconds to 10 minutes, or you can just give up. This happens a lot more in the PTU than the PU, but it is happening. This is a live playthrough. I am on the hotfix server versus the regular live server, but they run congruent. One server's running with the hotfixes, which I'm in now, but still getting server errors. It's not so bad when you play solo and you're just running cargo missions, but if you're down in a bunker getting shot at, sometimes I think the game still plays while you're disconnected. But they have made some changes in the last patch where if you get killed, your armor and weapons that you have on you stay on you. You don't lose them anymore. The only thing you lose are the things inside your backpack. You wake up in the hospital with all your gear. It's called a quality of life change. So you're not spending 10-20 minutes going back to your locker, grabbing your armor, new armor that you have to buy because you've lost it. And on top of that, you're supposed to be able to go back to your corpse and grab your armor, but 50% of the time your body loses collision with the earth and you fall through the planet and you can't get it anyway. No one wants to keep doing that over and over, so see, server error is over. And that was the reason the platform didn't go down. So now it's saying lowered, but it didn't lower. So we're gonna try this again. Now it's saying raised, which it is, and we're gonna lower it, hopefully. I bet we're about to get another server error because nothing's working. We did keep our mission, but server errors seem to beget more server errors. Oh, now we're lowering. Unlike the missions, inventory does have a filter. This is the one you want to look for when you're doing cargo missions, just missions. So now you just see the mission inventory. Select all, move to elevator. Now, if you want to take it off that, you can see all the other stuff you have. You have paint for ships, weapons, you can look for that clothing, certain weapons. I don't think I have a container. I didn't buy one. Oops. What you would do is you could buy a non-mission container, open it up over here, and put your clothing in it and bring it up, or whatever you want to put it. We're just gonna do the mission containers. While those are coming up, I'm gonna go put on some body armor. Like I said, since I'm doing non-combat, I'm gonna put on the non-combat industrial armor. Even though right now in game all the armors are exactly the same, except for light, medium, heavy. But since I'm doing non-combat, I'm gonna put on the non-combat blue bodysuit, undersuit. And for immersion reasons, this is the armor we're gonna wear whenever we do industrial work. Now the only part I'm thinking about doing for pure immersion is taking the other armor with me in case I want to do combat missions, but I think I'll just lose it because I'm in a starter ship and things just happen. If I get a server error while I'm doing a bunker mission, I would probably lose everything. So we're gonna leave the, unlike what if I was playing for real on a live server that I get my stuff back, we're gonna leave everything on the station. Now do I want to take this up to the space station or leave it down here in the home station? I think I'm gonna take everything up to the space station. I should have bought a cargo lock, but what I'll do is I'll put all this in the ship storage. Get weapons that I want to take. We're gonna keep weapons simple. We can only have to buy 1 or 2 things of ammo. Pistol and a rifle will do. Utility. Tractor beam. Fuel pin. So what I'll do, I will put this, we'll hit move all, put that in my backpack. Ammo. Double click the ammo on my pouches. Rest there. I may have enough room to put all the food in there, so I'll take it all with me. Oh yeah. They recently expanded the backpack capacity, so another quality of life, so you're not going back and forth. Alright, weapons, pistol, rifle, fuel pins, food, ammo. Everything you need to go to the verse. So we're going to think first we're gonna load the ship. Partially. You can get 8 of them on. Lower the elevators. Each elevator, cargo elevator, holds 4 SCUs. As you can see, the mission says 10. Oh no. This is a problem. They gave me, instead of giving me 10 1 SCUs, they gave me 2 4 SCUs, and ay. You have no choice in that. So this is the thing about this, is you don't want to abandon a mission by hitting abandon mission. So what I'm gonna have to do, we're going to ignore that. What you would do normally, let's say you can only get part of the mission, you would go to contract, then you would hit submit. Now, if I do that now, I'm going to get bad rep. I don't want to do that. I can just log off and this will go away. We're just going to ignore this because I don't want to log off here and have to go all the way back to the habitat. So I am going to ignore that mission. I'm going to put all the armor I'm wearing on the ship. Give a quick tour of the ship. Those are those little elevators I just had. You can bring them up. You can open up the door. Use them from the inside or the out. Shut it. Send it back. Got some component department here. Compartment here. I thought it had a name for everything. The battery's gonna go here. There's no battery yet. That's not quite in game. But here's the quantum drive, shield generators, cooler, and the power plant. Very cool. There's the other elevator. And in the future, we're gonna have engineering. There's the engineering station. Just makes engineering sound. And here's your little habitat area. Little dinette, little refrigerator. Seems like a very big espresso maker for this little ship. I don't know if that's going to change or not. I wouldn't mind this little shower and toilet combo in my house. It's called the shitter shower. Basically, commode pops out, shower up there, and they just put in a mirror. This is like, I think this is the first working mirror in the game. The hair's not being reflected though. I have a helmet on and it's not showing, so it's not perfect. Oops. Soon the suit locker will be operational. It's not quite yet. I'm hoping you just one tap and it'll take all your armor off and put it back on. Weapons rack, utility rack, hit F, you can store everything there. Kind of cool. And this, if you store your ship, those will stay there. But we're not gonna do that just yet. We're gonna use the quality of life storage. I think it's going to be augmented further. We're just going to take everything off and throw it in here. It's like the fastest way to store armor and things, then go get the other set and actually wear that to the station. Had I bought a cargo box, I could have put everything in a cargo box. Did it in one trip. So, I'm gonna wear the undersuit. This armor was got by doing in-game missions. It was a reward. I normally don't buy, or I don't buy armor from the website with cash. It's so cheap in game. Like one mission, you can buy almost all the armor in the store. Like I know I'm looking right at it. The only thing I would think about buying, there's a silver backpack that goes perfect for this. So, should I bring an extra weapon? Yes. Bring an extra weapon or two and another pistol. Now we're set. I think. Double check. Up to the vehicle. I'm not gonna bring any of that. Put the clothing as soon as the backpack activates. For some reason it's having trouble loading. That's a sign the server's struggling when your inventory takes a while to load. Clothes I just bought. Put it in there. We're ready to roll. I'm actually just going to keep this on and wear it up to the station. It does seem like a waste going up to the station without a mission, but we got F'd. You have to read the mission very carefully. It'll tell you the box size, the max box size. Just because it said max box size 4 doesn't mean they're going to use max box size 4. Sometimes they still give you all box size 1 box. In the tutorial, it still says Alt-R to start system, but in the game, it's U. See, U turns it off, U turns it back on. Crank up the engine is I. I don't know why it's I. Someone doesn't know how to spell engine that way. I think maybe because E is an actual control for the ship. There's a few ways to get out of the hangar. You can hit F11. Go to communication, friends, and then the Orson landing service. Tap that, or you can be all, I want to use my ship to call the hangar, the ATC, the air traffic controller. Orson landing services, hit hell. There is a hotkey. Hit Alt-N. N by itself raises and lowers your landing gear, but Alt-N calls the ATC. I'm not going to go over all the controls because you should do the tutorial when you start. And it should tell you how to do everything. If you played any kind of video game, it's the same. WASD, spacebar, Control Alt. This particular ship has VTOL though. I left the door open. There we go. So if you want to get out of VTOL, hit K. VTOL's a close. N raises the landing gear. Take off.
Landing gear up.
And away we go. There's that flashing strobe light as you head into the spider web. That's what you want to look for when you land back at Orson. It's a mess of lights, but there's only one strobe, and there's only one spider web. And it looks completely different in the daytime. So we're going up to Seraphin Station. Cruise control is Alt-C. The little C just appeared right there on the left. Right here. F2. Couple ways to get to Seraphin. You can mouse wheel to the planet Orson. There's Seraphin Station. You can click on that. You can hit R or hit route. It'll take you. And if you have a mission like we do, cancel that. You can just hit deliver. Even though we're not doing the mission, you can still use it to get to where you need to go. Almost the same way. Hit R, hit route. This doesn't work perfectly every time. Hold down B to engage the quantum drive. So when you want to go into travel mode, it drops your shields all the way off. You can't use your weapons, but you get a ton of speed. So it's basically the fight or fright mode. You get in trouble, you can decide to fight. You can't get away fast, leave your shields up and shoot. Drop your shields, turn off your weapons, and give all the power to your engines and get the hell out of there. So in those few seconds, they can be blasting you, or you can be trying to get away, or you can be protecting yourself. I have yet to have that problem since they made this new master mode system. Because of server errors and just lag, don't be in cruise control when you quantum to a space station. Turn it off.
Quantum travel engaged.
Hold the left mouse button and you'll quantum travel. But you go directly to the station, so if the server's crashing or lagging, I've crashed into the station plenty of times. Of course, you never know it, you just wake up in the hospital. Stay in this mode, you go super fast. Hold P.
Shields on.
Come out really fast, you slow down. Shields pop up. Weapons are ready. See, I can call the ATC right here, Seraphim Station. There's Seraphim Station cargo if you have cargo with the bigger ships that need to be taken off automatically. Worry about that far into the future. Hangar request completed. It's a slow night in Australia server. Usually on a Saturday night, you get queued. So you can see there's only so many physical hangars. So what they did, they made instances out of them. When your hangar becomes open, your instance, you'll get the hangar request completed. Sometimes you can be 20 on that list, and you literally have to wait 10 to 20 minutes to get a hangar. Not very often, though. Once you get it, you want to look for your little map quest. I guess it's not really a map quest icon, it's a Google Maps icon. Good old map quest. And if you're coming in fast, you can use your mouse key, Alt, and you can set max speed. What I like to do is go in fast, and you hit in, your landing gear comes down, and you automatically drop to 29
Landing gear down.
meters per second. And if you want to be all role-playing in the game, you can go in flat, hit K, the VTOLs pop, and then you can just... Sometimes I just like to land by cockpit only. Want to level up, 0, -5 on top, +5 on top, -5 on the bottom. Nice flat. Once you land, the doors, hangar doors will automatically close, and you're safe. Try to get used to landing with a freight elevator behind you. Easy load and unload, but we don't have anything right now, so it's going to turn this off. Get out. So I'm going to take everything I have on and put it on the station and come back and get everything off the ship. In the future, when there's more permanent, oops, let's open up a relay. Don't need that right now. In the future, when everything's a little more permanent, I will keep everything on the ship and try to live off of ships. But ships like to just disappear, despawn for no reason at all, and whatever gear's on there is just gone. And it bypasses the new quality of life where your armor stays on you. Storage access. Everything must... Oh, let's empty the backpack first. Alright. So I'm going to do a bit of a cheat. I'm going to put this armor on, then I'm going to log out and back in to get rid of that mission. And I'm going to do another one. Storage. Right now you have to wear a flight suit to wear armor. It doesn't really make sense. When you're wearing regular civilian clothes, you can have a pistol equipped. That was a big thing when I was new, trying to figure out why I couldn't wear armor. I didn't know the undersuit had to be. And nothing told you to wear the undersuit. nothing. And it doesn't make any sense. If you have a medium core chest plate on, you can only have up to a medium backpack or light backpack. For whatever reason, you can't wear a heavy backpack with medium armor. Don't know why. And you can't wear a backpack with civilian clothes for reasons. They've yet to do that. I'm sure that's coming in the future. Alright, all loaded up. Put some of this stuff in space station storage. The reason I brought everything up here, so when I log in and out, I don't have to ride the tram system anymore. There's one elevator ride. Well, technically two. One ride out of the hab, and then one ride to the hangar. But no 3-minute, 90-second ride on the tram, which gets old. To go to the space station and ride 2 more elevators. Blah, blah, blah. Which isn't always bad, but when the server's bad, the elevators become a trap. Because no one made a bloody fire escape. There's no stairs whatsoever. You get out. You're trapped. You can't play. And sometimes that is the only problem with the game, is the elevators and the trams. I have clothes on now, and I can carry a pistol. So now I want to go get accessories for the weapons I have that you can't get down on the station. Actually, I may have just missed them, but I know I can get them up here. There's what do you call them? Double sights. ×2. I can't think of the word. Make C better weapon. Okay. I am going to log first. The one glitch that they do, the ships self-store when you leave the hangar right now, and they self-store when you log off. I think it's to save resources. It might just be a glitch. I think in the future your ship will stay right there. That's actually a good shot of that ship. I might take a... I'll wait till I'm actually in space. Test that. We come down to the fleet manager.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
It's been
system.
stored already. You used to have to store it yourself, or it would always stay there, but when they made the instances and raised the server cap for how many people can play it, that's when I noticed it started storing on itself, on its own. And I believe it's because it was taking up too many resources. Just pulling that out of my buttock. I don't know that for sure. I didn't read that in the patch notes. They don't put everything in the patch. Not by a long. So we want to go to the Galleria. Galleria has a food court, it's like a mall, weapon shop, clothing shop, armor shop, ship weapon shop. Not all space stations have all shops. Each shop has slightly different weapons, slightly different armor, slightly different ship parts, slightly different guns. Clothing stores have different clothing. It doesn't seem to be ever random. Once one is put there, it stays like that the entire patch right now. Very cool weapons. So what I want, you can always buy it right off the rack by holding F, and it'll put it in your inventory. But I always like coming to the terminal. And you want to go to personal weapons. You need some grenades in case I want to go some bunkers. I'll do 6. Not cheap. I think I have enough ammo. And I want to buy one attachment that I don't think is down on Orson. I may have just missed it. And Okay, sometimes we're in here and you scroll down, it doesn't go to the bottom. You have to X out and come back in. A lot of things in Star Citizen are like Windows 95. You have to turn it off and turn it back on. Get up and sit back down. Attachment. Scroll to the bottom. More ammo options. I am currently holding a Coda pistol, so I want to get some Coda ammo. Not that much. Just in case. And I did get the starter ammo. I can't remember the name of. Where are you? I need this one also. Compensator. I forget where the size 1 compensator is, but I definitely need a size 2. Very helpful. Plus the weapon I have just got nerfed. The P4AR. I have enough ammo for it. Where is the SC-54? That's the other rifle I brought. So I'm gonna get a little bit of ammo for that. Not that. Just in case. Actually, I didn't need to do that because what I just said, you wake up in your med lab, your med bed with all your stuff now. So I didn't really need to get that because I'm gonna wake up with that weapon again. It's just an old habit. Used to, your armor and everything would stay in the bunker. Whatever was in your ship, you would go grab it and try to go get it back. If you were lucky enough not to have it sink into the... But I want to get... Here we go. Holographic. Two-time holographic. The scope, for lack of a better term. Just the... In the bunkers, you can get ×4 and ×8. Used to be able to buy those here, but they got rid of them. You can get it ×2, which is helpful in our bunker. I'm gonna get 2 of them. And this is the armor shop. I don't think there's food here. The weapon shop has food and water. So I am going to go for that. I can't ever remember exactly. I think it's upstairs. Can't remember. Nope, right here. It's the live fire weapons.
Hi, welcome to the store.
And that's a too happy worker who doesn't really help. We want I think the accessories pretty much. I am going to get this stabilizer's for energy weapons. The one I bought was a size 2 for ballistic. This is a size 1 for energy. I'm probably going to pick up my favorite rifle, which is a custodian, but I usually only get it in the bunkers. And then I'm going to... I don't need any of these. But the gun shop sells food. Oops. They sell vegetarian MREs. I don't think they sell water here. They sell energy drinks. Oops. Yeah, we're like, why not? We'll get it. Soon that's going to make a difference in the game. Energy drinks versus water. I don't think it makes any difference right now.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
And we are good to go. Oh yeah, I did say I was going to log it. Let's go up to the cargo deck first. I'm trying to decide if I want to buy a container or not. So far, they have raised prices by a significant amount, but it's still, the missions still pay. They pay way more than what you need for everyday play, but they also raised the price of the ships in game by a hell of a lot. So it takes a lot longer to upgrade to a ship. So you can keep buying a lot of stuff for daily missions, but It just takes longer to upgrade your ship in game. So I am going to buy a for the container. I think I'm going to get one size 2. You know, we're not going to do that. I forget I'm on a newer account. I don't have a bunch of inventory to go through. And I don't have a lot of room on that ship. I'm going to use the in-ship inventory when I go to the bunker for the stuff I grab. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. And if it becomes too much, I'll come back and get a container. That's just a lot of money right now. What else did we get here? I think I'm good. I got all my crew hold, got my mining kit. So now I am definitely going to log off and back on, and hopefully I can get a mission that I can actually do in the small starter ship. And we have been going for quite a while. Let me see where we're at. One hour and 1 minute. Going to take a quick break while we log back in. It's asking to do the tutorial again. I am not going to hit play tutorial because we're not in the tutorial area, and I'm afraid it's going to glitch the game. I think this little pop-up is a glitch itself, cosmetic glitch. We're going to hit skip and hopefully we're safe. Looks like we're safe. 1 in queue. Be right back. Okay, here's a little glitch. It might be part of the tutorial not being completely done, or the game not knowing the tutorial's done. So I flew up to Seraphim Station for nothing because now I have logged back in on Earth, and my ship is up there. So if you had an account with one ship, you'd be stuck here. See, somebody give you a ride up there. I do have another ship, so I can't get up there, but this is annoying And I just want to do a little test run tonight, see how the channel would, how my setup would go, how the sound is. So we're gonna call it here. And the next one will be an official start. Citizen Crusader. Not quite a 0 to hero, starting from nothing, but near nothing. Gonna buy everything with in-game money from here on out. Fly Crusader ships only, except for mining and possibly scavenging. And that's gonna do it. Hopefully I can get some views, and hopefully you'll enjoy my new channel.